How's everyone doing today? I have a Blu-ray update with 10 pickups, and as always, if you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. And first up, let me show you this awesome shirt that I got from Ripped Apparel. If you don't know what Ripped Apparel is, it's a website where each day they have 3 different shirt designs, and you can only get it for 24 hours. And then it sells out completely. Although recently they've been doing like a second chance thing where it's, I think you have like 12 more hours until like noon the next day, but then it goes up in price a little bit. But still pretty cool. They have some really neat designs. I picked up a few of their shirts, and I wish I would have found out about the site earlier. But let me just show you this one really quick. I saw this, I was like, I have to get it. You can see that right there. It's what they do is a mixture of different ideas usually, 2 different concepts. Like this one right here is obviously Boba Fett and Duck Hunt, which I think is awesome because I grew up on the original Nintendo system and I played Duck Hunt. If you can see that, hopefully you can see that, but I think it's pretty awesome. And you got that pixeled look right there as well that reflects the NES system. And then you got the light gun series. And then they have nice little detailing too. Official Imperial Fleet, seal of quality. So pretty cool. Bounty Hunter, Imperial Fleet Entertainment System. I dig the heck out of it, and I love Star Wars, and I don't know, I just think it's super awesome. Just wanted to show that to you real quick. Now here's the stack of Blu-rays, official thumbnail face. Where'd they come from? I don't know, they just appeared out of nowhere. First up is Witchboard. I haven't seen this in probably like 10 years or more. I think there's a sequel to it as well. It's from Kevin Tenney, who did Night of the Demons. And all I can remember is there was a Ouija board, there was like an evil demon, they have to like stop some evil portal, and that's all I really remember. But I'm looking forward to revisiting this. This is from Scream Factory. It's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And I was able to get this one signed up right here by a bunch of people involved with the film. And there's a signature on the back as well. And if you open it up, there's a signature in the interior artwork. Here's the 2 discs right there. And if you can see that, I like the interior artwork to it. And signature right there as well. Pretty cool. It's been a while since I've seen it. I only vaguely remember certain things about it, so definitely can't wait to rewatch this one. And that's my big thing recently, is getting Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff that signed. I mean, I've heard a lot of people complain, and I've seen people post pictures. Some of the people I can understand the complaints about going to horror conventions and the prices are so expensive for autographs and things like that. I saw one of the actresses from The Walking Dead. She was the one that recently got killed off like 2 episodes ago or so. Or no, she actually didn't get killed off. I take it back. She was injured. She's not. They haven't said if she was dead or not. Just watched last night's episode, which was friggin' awesome and crazy. Michonne, what are you doing? But I guess she was trying to, fix the situation. But it was the girl that she was injured on the run, and they brought her back. They didn't show her at all in this past episode. I can't remember her name right now. But she was charging $50 for an autograph, $10 just to say hi to you, $50 for a picture. If you want an autograph and a picture with her, that's $80. Oh, that's a great deal because you're knocking off $20. $50 for an autograph for your role in that TV show. You have a very small role in that show. It's crazy you're charging $50 for it. Blows me away. But I can understand people complaining about it. But I do want to say, as somebody who's been a long time goer of sports conventions, if you go there and get an autograph, the only people you're getting for $50 are really old school players or people that really weren't that big of a star. Like if you're getting Joe Montana's autograph, you're looking at $150, $200, and they charge depending on what it is too. So if that's for like a picture or a mini helmet, if you want a jersey signed or full-size helmet, they might charge you $250, $300. I remember Michael Phelps, he did his first appearance right by me actually at a local convention at the Garden State Exhibit Center, and he was charging depending on what it was. And I remember if it was like swim trunks, it was like $200. If you had custom artwork, $300 for him to sign it, just for his signature for like 2 seconds. It's crazy to me. So just, think about that when you compare, the conventions and complain about it, Be thankful it's not sports convention because they're way more money. That went off on a tangent right there, but I was able to get this for a great price considering all the autographs on here as well. And again, very souped. Scream Factory doing lots of great things. Next up from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment is The Hobbit. This is the Battle of the Five Armies. Really nice slipcover right here. I think this was the shortest film of all the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, but still it felt like a really long time. I loved the books growing up as a kid, J.R.R. Tolkien, but again, I'm trying to think of, where is it? 144 minutes. So just a little over 2 hours. But most of the movies I think are like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. But yeah, honestly, most of these movies could be edited down in half. This one right here was a lot of action, but honestly, I just didn't feel that connection and that heart that I did in the previous ones. I actually really enjoyed the Hobbit series so far up until this one. But again, Unexpected Journey is probably my favorite of the bunch. But again, some great action, visually stunning. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. I did watch it on Blu-ray already. I'm going to be talking about this one a little bit more in depth coming up soon, so look forward to that. And this comes out tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have this posted by then when I say this stuff. I'm talking about all these different things, the Walking Dead episodes, the release for that. Who knows when I'll post this, hopefully in time. Next up from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, this is out on the 31st of March, is Island of Lemurs, Madagascar. I think this was a really nice documentary. I think this is something that the whole family can enjoy, kids especially, adults if you're into nature and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty interesting to find out all the different types of lemurs there were, and that lemurs were around before man and monkey, and they're around in the land of the dinosaurs, and they can't necessarily prove how they got to Madagascar. They said that's how it was done, but you weren't there. You weren't there with the camera to say that, oh, a tree fell down and a family of lemurs were in the tree and that's how they got to Madagascar. You don't know. You're just speculating. But I understand that's the most likely reason. And basically all the other lemurs that were in Africa ended up passing away, and they all survived, and they all live on Madagascar now, and some of them are extinct. And it shows the different primatologists and stuff that are living on Madagascar in a research facility, and they're working with them and basically trying to track them and their movements, and trying to they found this one that they thought was long deceased. Nobody had seen this specific breed of lemurs for like 50 years, and they found one, and they found more, and they're trying to get them to basically reproduce. And I thought it was pretty interesting. It's a little bit short-lived as far as the time length. It is 41 minutes. So you could watch like this, I don't know, like 4 times, or watch The Hobbit once, or barely. But this is also narrated by Morgan Freeman. He does a lot of narration recently, and great voice for it as well, of course. Next up, this is from RLJ and Image Entertainment. This is The Rewrite with Hugh Grant, Marissa Tomei, J.K. Simmons, fantastic in Whiplash. Congratulations on the Oscar, definitely well deserved. Chris Elliott and Allison Janney, and Bella Heathcote, which I'm not sure if I... Oh, I think I do know who she is. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of familiar faces in here. It's good to see Hugh Grant doing more stuff. I remember he was on Top of the World, and then he got caught with that. Then he got caught with that hooker right there, Divine Brown, I think it was. And you had Elizabeth Hurley. What are you doing? Come on. Have you seen Divine Brown? Have you seen Elizabeth Hurley? I don't know what's going on there. But that being said, Marissa Tomei is still smoking hot. And I haven't seen this one yet. I'm looking forward to checking it out. It's basically he was a screenwriter in Hollywood. Things go sour. Then he starts to teach a college course in screenwriting in upstate New York. And I used to live in New York, technically upstate, like 40 minutes north of the city. So anything north of the city, people just call upstate. But no, it's not like you can drive like 8 hours in New York and that's upstate, you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to seeing what towns was set in as well. But great cast. Looks like it's going to be some good dramatic roles in here. Maybe a romance, I'm assuming, with Hugh Grant and Marissa Tomei. Probably. All the rest of the films right here are from Olive Films. First up is Roy Scheider in Night Game. Roy Scheider, of course, The French Connection, Sorcerer, and Jaws. And this right here, I haven't seen it, but that cover looks freaking awesome. It says it's a thriller. I'm hoping it has more horror aspects. A lot of times when they say thriller, like even Witchboard, they said that was a thriller on the back, but it's a horror film. So I'm hoping this will be more horror, but it looks like there's a serial killer, and he's killing people, and it coincides with night games at the Astrodome for baseball, so that looks pretty awesome to me. That cover, I'm super excited for that. I'm hoping, again, it'll be a little bit darker. And next up is the John Ford Dreaming the Quiet Man. I can't wait to check this out. I love The Quiet Man. This is narrated by Gabriel Byrne, and exclusive interviews with Maureen O'Hara, Martin Scorsese, and Peter Bogdanovich. And I believe Maureen O'Hara, who's the lead in here, she is actually in this documentary as well. So it's not just the interview with her, but she's actually a big part of this documentary. And they have interviews. Martin Scorsese, of course, he's been doing a lot of interview spots and parts in documentaries that I've seen recently. And again, this is something I'm looking forward to. I think John Ford, I think it was like 20 years it took him to get The Quiet Man made. And of course, he won Best Director for it as well. And John Wayne right there. Well, somebody playing John Wayne. So I'm looking forward to checking this documentary out. Very cool. And they also released The Quiet Man as well, I think like last year or the year before, semi-recently. Next up is Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant. I had no idea this was an actual movie. I know the song. I love the song. Fantastic. Kind of, not necessarily bluesgrass, but folksy kind of song. And I guess it's just all revolves around the song. I know this is directed by Arthur Penn, who did Bonnie and Clyde, and curious about this one. So, especially, like I said, if you've seen the movies, let me know, but especially this one because I'm not too familiar with this. And Arlo Guthrie stars in it as well. Next up is Allan Quatermain and the Lost City of Gold. I remember seeing this when I was a kid, but again, it's been ages. I know it has Sharon Stone, yeah, right there on the front cover, Richard Chamberlain, and then James Earl Jones is in here too. I think they're looking for his long-lost brother, who they thought was dead. And somebody says he's in the City of Gold, and they have to go there, and they're fighting off different people. And it's an action-adventure kind of movie. Really good adventure aspects to it. I remember seeing this cover and always thinking it reminds me of like Raiders of the Lost Ark and things like that, so Indiana Jones. But I don't remember it being that good, but I still remember it being pretty entertaining. And again, looking forward to rewatching this. It's great to see certain companies. Olive is one of the ones where they put out a lot of unique films, a lot of films that I thought may not get a Blu-ray release. So pretty cool. Next up is Vincent and Theo, starring Tim Roth and Paul Rez, and this is directed by Robert Altman. So let me know what your favorite Robert Altman film is. Fantastic director. And Tim Roth. What is your favorite Tim Roth film? He is a phenomenal actor. I'd say one of the better actors of our time, in my opinion. So great to see him in this one. I haven't seen this one, but of course it's about the Van Gogh brothers. So I know Vincent Van Gogh, for most of his life, he was in debt. He cut off his ear, prostitutes, all that, what he's known for. But tremendous artist. And Theo, he had an art gallery, and he's trying to get his brother's work out there to the world. And I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of dramatic aspects to this. And really looking forward to Tim Roth in this. So very cool. The front of this actually kind of looks like what I would picture a Criterion release of this would look like. But last and probably not least, I haven't seen this one, but it looks pretty good. The cast alone, Bob Hope and Lucille Ball, sign me up. I mean, come on. Everybody knows I Love Lucy. Bob Hope, comedic genius, legend, always doing For the Troops and things like that, and all the different golf tournaments and charities and things like that. And again, from what I read of the synopsis, it's basically a kind of romantic comedy. They go on a vacation. Their significant others weren't able to join them. They're longtime friends. They end up falling for each other, and then they have to decide when the vacation's over, they're going to stay with each other or go back to their significant others who, again, they're friends with. So looking forward to checking this one out. Again, the facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad. You know, Facts of Life TV show. It was all about Joe. Well, Blair too. But yeah, again, this one looks like it's going to be really good. Great leading cast right there. And there you go. If you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. Leave me a comment or a video response down below. And let me know what you think about this awesome shirt. Hopefully you think it's awesome too, because I do. I remember I was hanging out with this girl, and she's like, "What is that?" I had to like explain it to her. She didn't know. She was a little bit younger than me, and I had to explain the Nintendo aspect and the Star Wars aspect. I don't know too many girls into Star Wars. I wish there were more. That would be awesome. A girl into Star Wars, a girl into horror movies. That would be awesome right there. I'm rambling right now, but I hope you guys are doing well. Take care.